Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, Just Simply Sporty. With me, I am Kaja. I want to first start by saying happy early new year. 2025 is just a few days away, so I hope that you have a safe and fun holiday surrounded by loved ones. And I hope that 2025 is a wonderful year filled with success, and great health, prosperity, all that and then some. Now, as for 2024, I hope that your year was great and that it's at least ended on a great note. Can't say the same for Colorado, though, because they got spanked last night by BYU. BYU absolutely came into this game with an intention, with a purpose, and that was to say that Colorado has no business sharing the same field with BYU. And that they did show last night because Colorado did not look like they even belonged. I don't know what happened last night. There were quite a few things that went wrong, you guys. Where do I even begin with the list of things that went wrong last night? It was crazy. It was crazy, crazy, crazy.
Going to coach a game as well. Colorado kicking off and taking on the goal line across the 10-yard line and out past the 30.
Okay, you guys, for me, this right here, I know it was just the beginning of the game, but for me, I said, oh, okay, I see what kind of time BYU was on. They are there to win and absolutely try to embarrass Colorado. They just looked like they were just on one from the beginning to me, and I said, this game is not going to be an easy win if they do win at all, because BYU the energy just felt different, at least for me just watching this game, you guys. I don't know about you at home.
See some there on third down. Here they come again. Retzlaff throwing it complete to Martin out of the backfield. He breaks a tackle. And finally knocked out of bounds near the 10-yard line. The first since the Freedom Bowl in 1988. And on the direct snap, Gary Bogan breaking a tackle. And brought down at the...
So the first thing that I'm noticing, and I noticed in watching this game, aside from BYU coming out with a different type of energy, is that Colorado cannot stop this run game that BYU was just putting out. They cannot. They have no answer for it. And the size, okay, BYU, their run game, they couldn't stop it. And the size, I'm looking at these big boys. This is no shade disrespect. They just look like, these are some meat and potato kind of young men. And I feel like Colorado needs some more size. I hopefully they get some more size next season because I'm looking at the size difference and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, the two losses to Kansas and Arizona State were by a combined 9 points. And an onside kick. BYU has it at the 47-yard line. Coming.
Another reason why I said BYU was on a different type of time last night. They were just disrespectful, weren't they? They were just out there just doing whatever, whenever, however they wanted. This onside kick I was not expecting, and obviously Colorado was not expecting it either because they were completely unprepared for this possibility, this scenario, it seems. And so I'm like, BYU is just disrespectful. They said, you know what? We're going to put the nail in the coffin early. We're trying to show people, whoever is here to draft or scout for anything happening in Colorado, forget it. They need to be here looking at BYU because BYU is where it's at. Absolutely crazy.
Offset, now going to shift him into the backfield, hand it off to him, and Bohannon going to throw. He was looking for Retzlaff. Now he fires downfield. It's underthrown, and it's picked off by McKinney. DJ McKinney with a huge interception for Colorado, his third pick of the year. BYU got too cute. Pressure off the edge from Batty. Sanders has a ton of green in front of him. And pushed out at the 45. There is a... Going to be on Colorado.
Legal formation. Offense. 5 or more players in the backfield. 5-yard penalty. It's still third down.
Third 3-snap penalty already offensively. 7.
And they come after with a corner blitz. Sanders stepping up and firing complete. Breaking a tackle is Travis Hunter. Turning on the Jets. My goodness. Hunter past the 20. And out of bounds at about the 10. Most guys would have been tackled as soon as he caught the ball.
Be less on the offensive side, but what a marvelous talent that we've seen the last 2 years in Colorado.
Sanders on 3rd and 3 in trouble. Batty back there. Sanders gets out of there. Finally goes down back near the 20. 28-yard line. Logan Latui on the tackle. Batty was there first, and they might even be out of field goal range at this point. That was a loss on that last play. And the field goal is no good. So that sack by Sanders trying to get out of there cost him.
You know what, you guys? Aside from the size difference, aside from the penalties, because Colorado had a lot of penalties last night, Shedeur is holding on to the ball way too long. He's always had a problem with this, and I feel like there are just games where they obviously didn't show as much as last night, but obviously BYU did their homework. They watched the film. They know that Shedeur under pressure, is he struggles. They know that he obviously struggles with holding on to the ball too long, so they were just running it. They were just knocking Shedeur all over the place. I thought he was going to get hurt, you guys, watching this game last night. But I will say is that BYU was so busy trying to be like disrespectful and really show what they were made of that if Colorado had played it right, they could have capitalized off of their showmanship, if you want to call it that. I say that because BYU has more size. They have a great quarterback. They're well coached. They seem to be well disciplined. So I don't think Colorado had enough, at least last night, to beat BYU. I think that they would have had to beat BYU by allowing them to beat themselves, if that makes sense. And there are some times that they're really, really good teams that you're not going to necessarily beat them, but allow them to beat themselves. And what they could have beat BYU was off the fact of they were so eager to show that they were the more dominant and better team, that things like them with the onside kick trying to be cute, Colorado could have gotten a touchdown there, absolutely should have, because they had a huge momentum shift right there. But Shedeur, with the sack running backwards, cost the team, big time in that play right there. Because if you look at the score, it's 10-0, and there's still plenty of time in this game, just the beginning of the second quarter. You know what I mean? Crazy.
Retzlaff, Moa on the pitch. And he acted as if he landed on a defender, and he didn't blow it dead. He's still going inside the 20 and inside the 15. Sione Moa on top of a Colorado defender, and the officials give it to him. It's a gain of 45.
Well, this is a Sports Center top 10. Watch Moa looking like an acrobat. Falls on the defender. Oh, no, elbows down.
First and 10 on the cusp of the red zone. Shovel pass, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Anquin Barnes on the shovel pass. A late flag is thrown. Second interception for Colorado. Look at the numbers for Sanders. Pressure up the middle, in trouble again. Sacked, and the ball comes out. Free ball, still loose.
See what I mean, you guys? Again, trying to be cute, little shovel pass, onside kicks. Again, another opportunity. Again, the score is still 10-0, and it's in the second quarter. It's not even halftime yet. Another missed opportunity, another mistake by BYU, trying to do a little bit too much. With Colorado, if they had played it right, could have absolutely capitalized off of this and gotten a touchdown potentially, and this game would not have gotten even further out of reach than what it did, you guys.
Right around the 50-yard line. Good punt. Kingston with some room into Colorado territory. He might go. There's the 20. Kingston into the end zone. Touchdown.
And this is where I said, okay, all right. They're not going to win this game. They're not going to win it. I was hopeful because the score wasn't so far out of reach. But after this happened, and the fact that Colorado wasn't capitalizing off of the momentum that they had, I said, okay, this is not going to work. There are always times, at least from my perspective, when you watch a football game where you absolutely say, okay, this is where this team won, this is where this team lost. And I feel like last night, Colorado, looking back, I'm like, they lost the game. They lost this game when Travis Hunter ran. He was like right there by the end zone, and then Shador runs back 23 yards, and they missed the field goal. From there, it was just like a downward spiral for me in watching this game. And I said, okay, they had the momentum swing right there, and just that quick, it was completely gone. But you got to give BYU their credit. They absolutely understood the assignment. They came out, they came with a game plan, they came ready to win. Colorado was outcoached. Colorado was outplayed. They were more disciplined BYU. All the penalties that Colorado had last night, they looked like they were the same team that got blown out by Nebraska early on the season. I don't know where Colorado was last night. Maybe they had too much time off. I said maybe Shador was, trying to play it safe because he didn't want to get hurt, to affect his where he gets drafted, coming up, in a few months. But you got to give BYU their credit. You just have to give them their credit. It was still a great season all in all for Colorado. They exceeded expectations, especially after what happened, last season. They finished the season with a great record. Shador, NFL, in a few months. Same thing with Travis winning the Heisman. You know, they had a lot of great moments, absolutely a lot to build on for the future. So I am excited to see what happens going forward. I'm wondering, is Coach Prime going to stay at Colorado now that Travis and both of his sons are leaving? But I'm not mad that they lost this game. To me, it just felt like they weren't prepared and they had very little effort in watching this game. It just felt like they were just like, ugh, you know what I mean? And that to me was the most disappointing thing. I'm like, if you're gonna lose, at least go down swinging. Like you're not gonna just beat me to a pulp. And this is the last time you're gonna see me in college football. Like, not gonna happen. At least if I'm playing, I might lose. I might still lose. But damn it, it's not gonna be where you just like beat me to a pulp and it looks like I wasn't even in the game to begin with. You know what I mean? Have some pride. What's going on, Colorado? This is the last time we're going to see, this core together, in college. And this was not the way that they wanted to end it. Very, very disappointing. But all in all, from the season, like I said, great season, exceeded expectations, excited for their future, excited to see what the future of this program looks like. I hope that they can just learn from their mistakes and build on this and next season potentially be in a college football playoffs and not a bowl game. But hey, we have to see. What do you guys think though about Colorado? Do you have any expectations for their future? Are you hopeful? Are you doubtful? And where do you think Shador and Travis will end up in the NFL? I look forward to reading your comments. Again, happy early new year. Peace out, you guys.